I have no plan going into this, but you know what the plan is, Adam?
Hey guys and gals.
Hey guys and gals, what's going on? It's G-Meister here, and welcome to the new and improved Socks Off podcast. That's right, we ditched the lame art from before. No one liked that, except for Jesse's. But, today, we're back. We're here. Adam's here. He's to my...
Just the two of us.
He's over there.
Wait, that's not what I saw in the image.
On my end, you're over there.
Oh, for me, he's over there.
Yeah.
But on my POV, he's over there. So...
Yeah.
Lonk, you got that, though.
Lonk, you got this. So yeah, welcome to another episode, or I guess the first episode of the new Socks Off podcast. So it's been a while. It's been over a year since the original one ended, kind of.
We killed it. We killed it with fire.
We just like, that thing's dead, bro.
Pop, pop.
It's gone forever. Never to be seen again. Never to be talked about. Actually, it is talked about. That's why we're making this.
True.
And
we spent a lot of time figuring out what to do with it.
It's true.
We spent a lot of time, and we came to we were thinking about rebranding it.
At one point, we were
in the server to something else. We didn't figure out what to do, and so I guess it just kind of fell out of the woods. So we just ended up we're just gonna keep it as Socks Off. I guess we'll just name it Socks Off New and Improved, or Socks Off something. We'll figure it out in this next episode, whenever we do that.
It could be like the original is like Suicide Squad 2016, the Socks Off podcast, and this is the Socks Off podcast.
Socks Off you know what? That kind of works. That kind of works.
Yeah. But yeah, we considered rebranding. We've considered trying to get a new podcast rolling. But in the end, you came crawling back to me. Where did that lead you, or whatever?
You came... that was all on you. You were the one that did record, so you went crawling back to us? I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure. But you know what I'm sure about? You guys. How are you doing? So you guys get access to the full-length episodes. Meanwhile, you, the YouTube people,
Hi YouTube people.
Hi YouTube people. You guys will be watching the highlight versions because you guys will just be getting the best moments essentially. But if you guys want the full thing to fall asleep to or something, I don't know. There you go. So just something we should just like get this out of the way. We should talk about what it was like to work on the original podcast. We should talk about that a little bit. I feel because we did 10 episodes.
True. So this was mostly my thought process going into the original because I kind of pitched this and I kind of helped make this a reality. So I thought like every podcast I usually watched or saw was kind of formatted as in, all right, here's a topic for the episode. Obviously, you can do a little bit rambling about whatever, and then just try to keep it on track. So that's what I kind of tried to focus on, and then obviously I tried to keep it in the confines of what does Gavin know, and who does he know that would be able to jump onto episodes.
It was literally just a matter of, okay, we have a topic in mind, Sonic the Hedgehog, horror, Animal Crossing, you know, and it's just like, who do we know? Sometimes we would just straight up message in Losers Lounge, just be like, is anyone interested in this topic?
And asked. We kind of pitched this, we decided, hey, we're just gonna record, and we didn't really grab anyone else, especially for episode 1. So, but yeah, you're gonna be seeing Neil a lot, you're gonna be seeing him, I'm his co-host, and then whoever else we grab. Maybe it's one person, maybe it's 2 people, we don't know yet.
Exactly, like, for right now, this is just literally, hey, we're back, you're here. What was your favorite episode to work on from the original? I don't think you were involved in episode 1. Episode 2, when you first came on, that was the movies. That's when you talked about the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I just love that series.
You do.
I almost watched the first and second episode of Ring of Power, but I didn't. I'm gonna wait to binge it, and I'm gonna binge it. So I'm waiting for more episodes to come out. But I think probably that episode, the getting back on to the question you asked me, it was probably that one, just because I like Lord of the Rings, and like that was probably one of my more. I think that was, since it was also my first appearance. It was a lot. It was weird. It was very weird because like I wasn't really into content creating, so I wasn't really used to doing things like this. But like I kind of enjoyed it though, and then I obviously jumped on for more. I've been here helping you with content and whenever I can, and whatnot. So, what about you? What was your favorite episode?
So the common answer everyone always tells me when it comes to like their favorite episode is
I said you.
Well, I'm building a narrative. Fucking their favorite episode is episode 5, the horror episode. That's the fan favorite episode.
I don't like horror though.
Personally speaking, my favorite episode is probably, well, it could be the Sonic episode purely for the assets alone, but like in terms of the actual conversation, I actually kind of enjoy our Hamilton episode, to be honest. The Hamilton episode, we
literally just sat down, watched it, and then like, hey, this is really good. Let's record a Songs Off podcast episode because of it.
True. Like
it was completely unplanned and everything, and since we didn't really plan for what the episode was going to be ahead of time, I think it turned out a little bit better than most.
So Dylan, my best friend, he was on the previous podcast. We were sitting in the backseat of our friend Ghost's car, and on the back, and like on his floor, not to call him out or anything, he had a G Fuel can on his floor, and it was a PewDiePie one. At that time, I've never drank in G Fuel, but I'm just like, that's cool. But then, you know, he was just like, you can't take the can. And then, like, literally everyone else there was just like, do you want to get the can?
But we were like, but why? Like, what is the point of having the can if it's just gonna sit in the back of your car forever?
Like, it's not even like it was, like, in his glove box or something like that. It was on his floor in the back seat.
The back seat on the floor, yes.
So, like, what's up with that?
And if I remember correctly, it was when we were getting out of the car with food. The food, I don't remember if we.
I think our first stop was Target.
Right. Okay.
We stopped at.
So yeah, hold on. All right, let's get before we talk about that. How did you get the can?
How did I get the can?
How did you yoink the can?
So
yeah.
While not to.
This was at the party though, right?
Yep, this was still at the party.
Okay,
not to call people out or anything. I'm not calling anyone out here. But while Chris's mom was arguing with Duke, Dylan walked up to me and was just like, "Want to get the can?" I was just like, "Yeah, I'll get the can." And then I just yoinked the can, and then I just kept it in my pocket. Literally, it was literally in my shorts pocket.
So, also at that same party...
Yep, later, like an hour or two later.
We probably wouldn't have died, but we like to hype it up as we almost died.
Yeah.
I've talked about this story personally with my family and whatnot, and we said we would never talk about it, but we immediately talked about it at the party. So, like, there's no point of, like, hiding it at this point. But, it was Duke, TJ,
yep.
Chad... Gavin, Zach, and myself.
Yep.
We were in Duke's car. I don't know what type of car it is.
I don't remember.
But like, we could probably just go ask him really quick if need be. We decided, hey, since we're staying the night here and whatnot, let's go out and get some food because we're gonna be out for a while, and also, none of us all of us were not that. Didn't have a lot of money, so like any fast food is awesome, but like we decided, hey, we specifically want Five Guys.
It's true.
Because Five Guys is pretty good, I will admit.
It wasn't that far either.
But I'm like, all right, let's do that. But I also want to get some stuff since I knew for a fact I was staying for at least a couple months. I wanted to get an air mattress personally, so I could use it whenever I was staying at a friend's house. Gavin went because he was paying for food as well.
Yeah, I had a wallet, so therefore I'm buying myself a burger.
Yes, Duke, you bought a burger. Duke was obviously driving, so he needed to go. So that's 3 people. And then I think it was just Zach went because he also was paying for something. I think he was helping. I think it was split 3 ways.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was you, Zach, and
Duke.
TJ paying.
Oh.
No, you, Zach, and Duke paying. I honestly don't remember.
I don't
and
remember
then
who paid
went,
for what.
TJ went because just because we never see TJ, so like obviously the more time we got to spend with him, the better. We get our food. Since I'm the smallest out of us, I'm sitting in the middle. You're to my right, and Zach is to my left. TJ's up front, being a passenger. Duke is driving, obviously.
Yep.
And we're pulling out of 5 guys. We're trying to figure out our way back, I believe. That was what happened.
Yeah, because...
And we ended up in a parking lot, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we were...
And
yeah.
While we were joking around, the 3 of us in the back, Duke was not paying attention and almost hit a curb.
That would lead us slightly down a slight slant, like down like a small little hill.
Like, yeah, it wasn't even that.
It wasn't that big.
But like, yeah, it was not big. If anything, we probably would have just been rattled. I think his car might have taken most of the damage. But like, yeah, if any. So, but like TJ luckily pointed out before he did run it over, and then we played it up so much. This entire I don't know how long this rant was. Lonky let us know. Just for we just almost ran a curb. That's all it was.
But I distinctly remember, this will never leave my head. It lives rent-free every time we tell this story. It's like, Kate! It's like, Duke! And TJ screaming over the front.
And then we all just stopped, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, it was really funny.
So, also, something we're doing a little bit differently for this new podcast is on our server, if you're a Patreon or Twitch sub, you are now going to be able to ask us questions during the the episode, and we can obviously you can pile them up into our section for you guys. Obviously, if you if you sub to both Patreon or Twitch, you get access to this chat and whatnot. And so we're gonna do a Q&A mid episode.
Before we hop into the Q&A segment, I'd like to clarify something, because I was actually in a call with Chris, because he had a lot of questions about like all the G supporter Patreon stuff. So I want to clarify to everyone in the audience right now, the Q&As from the G supporters, the questions we're about to answer right now, this is not replacing any potential Q&A videos like the ones that we've done before at all. We can still do those videos at a later date or something like that. This is not replacing those.
Forever.
You don't have to pay in order to ask questions. It's just really appreciated. Well, you have to pay to ask questions on this show, but eventually we'll hold another Q&A for everyone to ask questions. If that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, we'll still do eventual Q&A for the server, maybe for another milestone or something. If we hit a milestone or something, I guess we could.
You know what? Fuck it. 150 followers on Twitch, boys. I'll do another one. There we go.
There we go. We'll do a live Q&A.
Yeah. Honestly, would you guys prefer it live, or would you guys prefer it like pre-recorded, like we have those 2 videos? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, I can get.
While you're down there, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. So I guess I'll be reading off, since I have my second laptop right here. I'll read off questions, and then we can obviously, if he responds to one, I can also respond, I guess. So obviously, yeah. So the first question is, Gavin, what inspired you to stream on Twitch / make YouTube videos? I'm pretty sure you've already talked about this in a previous video, but for the people in the back.
Yeah, for the people in the back. Who asked the question, by the way?
This is U.S. Famished. I don't know their actual Twitch name or whatnot.
All right,
so
I got it.
Yeah.
Zixie. All right. So what inspired me to do YouTube, Twitch stuff?
Let's start with YouTube first, since we both started doing YouTube, and then I guess we can both answer this question since we both do it.
Yeah.
So let's start with YouTube and then we both jumped into the Twitch bandwagon later.
Yep. So for YouTube, it started out for me back in 2015, 7 years ago. I just recorded videos with my friend Dylan, and I was just like, hey, you know what? I watched Markiplier, I watched all these different content creators, I want to do that too. Everyone starts at Minecraft. So I uploaded Minecraft
Wrong.
videos. and then I did Arkham Knight and for a Let's Play, and then eventually, I haven't really talked about it this much. I might have mentioned it during the 7th anniversary stream that we did a while back, but Conrad DM'd me one day, which is like, why don't you try live streaming? And I'm just like, really?
Oh, before we get to that though, before you jump over to streaming, you have to talk about the slideshows.
The slideshows, okay. So essentially, YouTube back in the day had a really shitty video editor, and essentially allowed you to import music from the website itself. You can't import your own files, and
I know.
But you can import your own pictures. So I used something. I used this back in like 7th grade for like a home and career class. It was a software called Pixlr. I didn't know what Canva was at the time. I didn't know what any other fucking Photoshop thing was. So I just typed in text on screen. Sonic tweeted out chili dogs today, and it was like on a blue Sonic picture with a blue text, and then the video would be a picture of Gavin Gordon, not even G-Meister at the time. Gavin Gordon, Arkham Knight PNG of Batman going like, and then it would transition into the text I just told you about with the Sonic blue on blue, and then it's just like, Gavin Gordon, hope you enjoyed. Literally 15-second video.
And then it went to history of blanks.
Yep, history of gaming.
Gaming, yep.
Which would literally just be, alright, Gavin, load up Wikipedia. Alright, this game released first, then that game released next. I didn't provide any years on screen. It was just the release order of the game. There was no elaboration. It was just like, alright, Sonic 1 on the Game Gear, Sonic Eraser, Waka Waka Sonic Patrol Car. And then, I did it for I did that same format for like, I think it was like almost 60 videos. Well, yeah, right? 60 fucking videos of that.
Yep,
and
I remember hearing about that.
Now think about it this way, chat. It was that, but then eventually, like halfway through, we got real innovative with it. We added wipe transitions. Ooh! And yeah, that was basically history of gaming. A guy named Alex Kettle, who always would comment on those videos, would always leave me a request in the comment section, and he would just be like, can you do history of Sesame Street games? So if you guys ever fucking see that video in your recommendations, you can blame him. You know where to go.
I can't believe you remember this guy's name, too.
I do, because he would comment on every single one of them. Alex Kettle, if you're out there, reveal yourself. But, yeah. I did slideshow videos, I did, like, really cringy news videos, I did gameplay Let's Plays, eventually I got into streaming, which was the real bread and butter, but, you know. How about you, Adam?
So I believe, I don't remember exactly what year it was. I also think it was probably like 2017, 2016, around, maybe 2015 even. I remember getting tablets. They were not good tablets by any fact of the matter. It was like RTC or RHC or something like that. And then my sister actually set up my first Google account, and then that obviously allowed me to make a YouTube account. So on Christmas is my channel's birthday, which is also my sister's birthday, ironically enough.
Oh, shit.
And then I didn't do anything with that channel until probably Halloween-ish. My brother and I, uploaded like 3 videos that day, unedited and everything. It was just us doing random things with, like, eating candy and whatnot. And at one point, what I had to do was we would set the tablet up against like a cup or something to hold it up, and then put another cup in front of it so it wouldn't fall. But at one point, I guess we were just doing so much that, like, shaking and whatnot and moving around, that the camera fell over. So mid-recording, I'm like, oops, sorry. And I remember someone saying that was so funny, and that just lives rent free in my head. And then it would be I didn't have anything good to record with, and I've seen I tried at one point doing gameplay with my phone. I don't remember exactly. That same tablet I think I used is what I used for the only episode of Diablo.
I remember that video. Is it gone now? Is it still gone?
It's still private. I did not delete it.
Chat,
it's
comments,
private.
comments. Tell him to release the Diablo
No.
cut. Release the Diablo
I will.
cut.
I would, but I'll do it better, and we'll do another Let's Play.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh, man.
So yeah, but what's funny for that video is I think we used like his TV lampshade to hold the camera up, because like if you put it too close, you can't see the entire screen. But if you have it too far away, then you can't see it enough. So we moved his lampshade around, his lamp with the lampshade in it. It was like a table lamp, not like an actual like standing lamp like this guy. You can't really, you can't get. Wait, there it is. You weren't able to see the entire you weren't able to see it in frame, but that's what we used, and so that's like my first instance of actual gameplay, but like I didn't really do much with my channel until probably until I actually started like streaming, sort of. Well, I record a bunch of lit videos, I will admit, and I just never upload them because I just don't have the motivation to edit them, or I just don't think they're good enough to upload, or it's like, well, it's too late. Alright, I'm gonna work on this. I lose motivation in that said video, and I just trash it because I just don't think I am very stingy with my content, and I hate it myself for it. But I just I would rather give you decent quality or what I think is good, and then rather than make 20 crappy videos, and then just not be happy with my content.
Completely valid. Wait, are you telling me you didn't want to release a video of you telling your audience that Sonic tweeted out chili dogs today? Are you telling me you didn't want to do that?
I mean, there have been a lot of videos where I've recorded, I don't know if I still have the Pokemon Guess That Pokemon video that you recorded, not with you and Jesse. I don't remember if I do.
Oh my gosh.
To be honest.
All about that.
Yeah. I don't know if I still have it or not. I would have to go a deep search.
All right. So let's just transition to the Twitch half of that question.
And then so I streamed on YouTube for a little while. When Gavin sort of, I jumped into streaming after Gavin. But at that point he was already transitioning to Twitch. So I decided, hey, you know what? I guess I'll take this up. I'll try YouTube for a while, but after doing a couple months worth of random streams, it's making a thumbnail for every episode is just, and then especially, even because I also helped him with a bunch of his thumbnails.
Yep.
And most of them would be day of because he didn't tell me ahead of time what stream he's doing, so he'd be like, Adam, I need a thumbnail for.
I need Fire Emblem today.
I need Fire Emblem. All right. Gavin, what's happening in Fire Emblem? Yada yada. All right.
Orphans.
And then obviously I could make it, but it's it was very annoying trying to do that. And then I don't know how you jumped into it, but shortly after I saw you take the dive to Twitch, I also decided, hey, it's just a better streaming platform. YouTube is they're both not good platforms. They're not good platforms, either of them. No. Not at all. Twitch is way more stingy with what you do on said stream, but YouTube is more strict with what you can and cannot do and how your videos have to be.
In my personal opinion, when it comes down to working on both, as someone who's streamed on both for a long time now, Twitch, I'm on my 9th month now. Woohoo. Twitch is a little bit more strict, and it does not provide it's kind of harder. I feel like it's kind of harder to grow on Twitch than it is on YouTube. I was very fortunate that when I transitioned over to Twitch at the beginning of the year, I already had an audience on YouTube that would watch me. So I would when I transitioned over, I did multi-streaming for my first month and a half because I was not an affiliate yet. So then once I hit affiliate and got the Strive on, multi-streaming was gone. But by that point, the people that were gonna watch already transitioned over. And
now
so,
the real, I think it's actually a lot easier to grow on Twitch compared to YouTube, because like, as long as you have a somewhat good following on your YouTube, you're fine to grow on Twitch.
yeah.
But it is a lot harder for you to grow on YouTube. But recently, I've been seeing a lot of recommended videos in my recommended feed about the videos are very low quality and like only have 40 views. I don't know if you've been getting that recently.
I have been getting that actually.
Okay, it's not just me, but it's like I'm not gonna go out and watch your videos. I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't know if this is like a bot doing it or if it's like actual YouTube trying to push smaller content creators. If so, that's cool, but like, what is going on?
I feel like with YouTube, there's a lot of factors you gotta consider when you're streaming on YouTube or just making content on YouTube in general. You gotta consider the thumbnail, you gotta consider the title, you gotta consider what you actually have in your description, you gotta consider the tags. Some of these things do cross over to Twitch, like the title, the tags.
And length.
And length, yep, and video length.
Video length is very important.
Yep.
Because it used to be super long videos did decently well, but like obviously like nowadays it's like 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos at max in order to get like standard viewers.
Depending on what kind of content you're doing, because
true.
sometimes you do have the 3-hour video essay guys out there, and then you
shout out to my homies.
They
Shout out
help
to
me
the
sleep
3-hour
at night.
videos. True.
And then you have the podcast guys, like other here, and you know, it really depends on what you're doing on the platform. But if you're doing something like a gameplay video or something like that,
20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes tops.
Yep.
Don't try to do challenges in said videos instead of Let's Plays. Let's Plays are not doing well.
I'm not gonna lie, Chief. Like, as much, I would love to do Let's Play someday, but why would I do it when I just stream my experiences anyways? And then Let's Plays, they don't even do good on this platform anymore. It's just like, why would I watch Jimmy Let's Play Kingdom Hearts when I can watch Jerry Let's Play Kingdom Hearts, or I can just play it on my own? But if Jerry was gonna beat Kingdom Hearts without jumping, that's more entertaining.
Now, that's something I'd want to see. You should totally do that.
That'd be fun. But we have more questions to get to.
Yeah. We spent a long time on that question. So this is actually a question I gave to the editor. How does it feel editing for the G-Meister / myself? Because you've also edited a couple videos for me.
It's really cool editing for you guys. I like editing videos and you guys make awesome content.
Whoa! That's really interesting, Lonk. Holy shit!
Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work, friend.
Thank you. Alright, next question.
in your own words, what is the meaning of life from Duke to Dog?
Alright, the meaning of life is whatever you take from it.
In your own...
in my words? Okay.
Yeah, in your words. He said specifically, what is the meaning of life in your own words?
As long as I'm doing something I'm happy with and not wasting my time, because time is like one of the resources that no matter how much money you have, no matter who you are, time is something that's very limited. So as long as I'm not wasting it, I am living my life to the fullest. As long as I'm doing something I'm proud of, satisfying, stuff like this right here, stuff where I can be creative and talk to you guys.
I also agree to that. Spooderman asked, do you ever believe that you'll become like Mark or Sean or PewDiePie, like genuinely?
Nope. No! Because they have their own track to success. You just like compared those three right there, despite them being like, they are similar. Well, PewDiePie not really, but they're similar in the type of content they create. But they have their own distinct voices. If you're talking in terms of size, I doubt we're gonna get to that point. If we do, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But you know, as long as I am talking to you guys, I have you guys as an audience. I'm able to communicate with people and continue to do the things I enjoy. I'm okay with whatever size I'll be. But you know, growth is good. Growth is very good. So if you guys want to help out, subscribe. There you go.
from Mr. Magic Crap.
Oh, wait.
What are your top three favorite moments from the past 7 years of doing YouTube and Twitch?
Top 3?
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay. Every charity event we've ever done. You know, that's always up there. Thankmas, Hope from Home. We're gonna be doing more soon, which you guys should look forward to that. So we have that stuff. I'm extremely proud of. You know, that we as a very small community can come together to raise that many funds. You know, it's pretty sick. Becoming a Twitch affiliate, that was a pretty big deal because after I'm not completely doing everything like the content for the money, but after like doing the content for like 6.5 years at that point, and like not earning like a cent out of it, to know that maybe I can like get something out of this, that meant something. It showed growth. And
then not like I know you didn't start off well. Obviously, you didn't start with anything when you started with $0, but being able to like eventually maybe make something out of this, make a career out of this, it gives hope for the future. So.
Exactly. That I've talked about this with a few other people, but like, and I'm trying to stay as humble as possible. But my dream is to make this like a career one day. I don't want to be like the biggest guy ever. I just want to be able to do this because I love it.
Exactly. I also feel that, but like, obviously our content is vastly different. While I stick to the things I know and trust a little bit more, you're not afraid to expand what you try to do, and so obviously that might end up being your downfall, or that will lead you to success. While maybe how I do my content will lead me to my downfall or whatnot.
You never know.
It mostly just depends if the algorithm wants to be nice.
Not just the algorithm, but also you guys out there supporting the content that you want to watch.
True. And your third and final?
My third and
favorite
final
moment?
favorite moment?
So far.
I guess another big one would probably be... Let me think about this, because I've been doing this for a while. I mentioned the charity. I mentioned becoming a Twitch affiliate. Maybe like hitting, I guess, 200, 300 subs on YouTube. Basically milestones, essentially. Like,
understandable.
When I was younger, that was a big deal. That was a pretty big deal to me.
True.
Nowadays, I don't really pay attention to the numbers.
Fair. What are your personal favorite streams, once again, from the 60?
Personal favorite streams?
Now, answer this in two ways. Your personal favorite streams are like the ones you like the most, and the streams you like to watch.
Okay, I can do that.
Like that could be interpreted in two ways. So that's how I see it.
So the way my personal favorite streams that I produce is stuff like, I don't know how popular this is gonna be with y'all, but I personally enjoyed doing stuff like Sonic or Kingdom Hearts, something where I'm like feeling like I'm in my home turf, where I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I can inform you guys while also like challenging myself, like whether that be a wheel spinner run, or like playing on level 1, or doing remind bosses for the first time, or something like that. I personally love those franchises and stuff like that, so it really does, it makes me feel like I'm in my element. Not to say I don't enjoy the other type of content I do, because I do. I wouldn't be doing like every fucking Casual Tuesday if I didn't enjoy it. But,
right.
You know, those are my personal favorites to produce. In terms of streams that I watch, I've actually, after becoming a Twitch streamer, I've started watching more Twitch streamers, if that makes sense. And I personally enjoy just watching, I guess, challenge runs or like first playthroughs for some of my favorite content creators that I watch on YouTube. Generally speaking, I just watch my favorite content creator on YouTube, find out they stream on Twitch, then I watch them stream on Twitch.
My personal favorite streams to do is obviously anything Pokemon related. I've grown up, that's basically been what I'm kind of branding myself to try doing, and then maybe I'll expand into more different things on a different channel and whatnot. I don't know yet what my plans are going to be for the future of my content. I've always been very loose with my plans because I just never kind of fall through with them. I'm like, I've said this before earlier, I'm very stingy with my content, and so maybe one day I'll actually try to become more consistent. But obviously anything Pokemon related. But I like, and then obviously like when I do streams with the Pokemon streams with Gavin or with Kyle or Last Shot, I love those because like it allows me to like express my love for this amazing series that has been has been here for well over like 20 years. It's just one of my favorite things to do and watch and whatnot. One of my newer favorite YouTubers is Pokemon Challenges, where he plays Pokemon games, but only like he's the best. He's supposedly like the best Nuzlocke, and like the way he the way he thinks about things, the way he like goes around situations in Pokemon games is so like eye opening to me, and like that's kind of cool. I would love to get into VGC, but I am not wasting my life building competitive mods. I am sorry. I would love to. If they make it a lot easier, I would go for it. But no, thank you. I'm good. And then my personal favorite streamers to watch are probably challenge runs, like Gavin said, or just people I know well enough that like their content is fun and like I enjoy their content. And obviously, if like they do new things, obviously, excuse me, always fun. Like Gavin, honestly, even if I have Gavin muted in the background, I still like watching his content to help support him, and because I think he's a really good guy. But like mostly it's just the people who I've subscribed to and whatnot.
Yeah.
The final question, from 60 is how Gavin make me happy.
You are a beautiful human being that has so much potential in the world.
You should be happy. You should hydrate now.
You should hydrate. You should get some good sleep. Hey, if anyone bullies you or tells you you're not worth it, know that they have no bitches probably, right? So, like, it probably works out. You're a good person probably, right? Have a good day. You should be happy. This is dedicated to you, Zixie. We're talking to only you. You there in the audience, you don't fucking matter. No one else matters. It's just Zixie.
And then we'll come back to you and then say, you do matter.
You do matter. But you don't matter.
All lives matter. For now. We'll come back to you.
And, yeah. Is that all the questions?
That was all the questions.
I think. Yeah.
I have an idea, unless we want to wrap up.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
You know what? Fair enough. All right. It's your podcast.
Alrighty. So, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next one. If you're watching this on YouTube right now and watching the highlights, make sure to become a G supporter by either becoming a Tier 2 sub on Twitch or a Tier 2 patron. And then you can get access to the full-length podcast. That's just something for you guys that are going the extra mile. If not, you guys get the best parts anyways. You get all the juicy stuff in this highlight. Make sure to check out Adam's YouTube and Twitch channel in the description down below. We both have Twitter pages. All
of our socials will be in the description.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of them. There's a lot of links down there. You can catch me live on Twitch.
That's a lot.
You can catch him live on Twitch. You can join our Discord server to talk to us. Peace out, Meister out. Have a great day, everybody. Stay hydrated.
Night. Or day.
All along, confessing while alone.